Hello, guys. I am in the middle of some big changes in my life, and I have a huge burnout with this game. I'm trying the best I can to put things together, but it's not coming out great. So instead of giving you a very well edited video, you are going to look at me bartending. Yeah, because that's what we have for today. Hopefully, we're not going to run into any enemies, and I hope they don't sink me. Honestly, I don't really feel like changing channels, swapping channels for this. All right, so let's take a look at DK Reworks. Right? How do I feel about it? I feel strange because at the same time that we did get some good changes, nothing much has changed. Like, we did only get half of what was promised, and I feel that it was because it lacked time. Um, I feel like if the team was given one more month or maybe 2 more months to work on the reworks would have actually been good. But since they got pushed to a winter release, we have this weird Frankenstein that we're almost there in terms of getting the class into a good spot, and I'm pretty sure that this is true for a lot of classes. But it's being treated as a done thing. It's going to be released with a big party, yada yada, and it feels overall. To that, I am very disappointed. I'm not disappointed about the good changes that we got. I'm not disappointed about um, the whole, what they tried to do, but it's not finished. It doesn't look finished. Not just for DK. I took a good look into some other classes that I kind of like know a little bit about it, and some of them seems more polished, but some of them seems less polished. And I think I come from a place where a lot of people are going to agree with me. They should have given more time to work on it. It was not enough. But let's work out with what we have, okay? So, from a PvE point of view, nothing much is going to change. For Awakening Dark Knight, basically my biggest peeve with the class is that the filler damage was mostly filled in pre-awakening. It got moved to awakening with Grip of Grudge, Touch of Exploitation, and the new cluster. Um, it's I think as a quality of life change, yes, it did improve the quality of the grinding. In terms of results, I wouldn't expect much more than what you are getting now on live if you were grinding properly. If you are not grinding properly, if you don't know how to grind, or if you're getting like way below the averages I post here on my channel, then you're probably doing something wrong, and I'm going to work on a tutorial to help you fix your grinding, okay? So let's not be unrealistic on that matter. But from a perspective of the way I am grinding now, which my results are not terrible, they're not fantastic, but they're not terrible. I assume it's going to improve around 5 to 10%. It's good. It's definitely not going to be on par with Succession Run because it's not going to be as comfortable and as easy, but it's something that you are going to learn how to deal with it if you really want to grind with this class. As for Succession, it's been so long since I haven't played Succession that I I would have to trust the other people who are still playing Succession. They are telling me that the rework is going to be just the same as live, and since the last patch nerfed Succession quite a bit, it got to a very, very disappointing point. If I were to give my opinion, I still have to try it out on live servers to see how Succession is grinding, but I have very little interest on Succession Dark Knight. Sorry, guys, it's true, but I do hope that it's just enough. Like the changes that they have done are enough to not make Succession the worst grinder in the game. Only time will tell for that. As a PvP point of view, I think the changes in Awakening were good. As in, it didn't solve all the issues, but it kind of gives you a lot of space to do more things. So you got Neo Cluster, which is an SA slow in area, which is useful for group fights. I mean, at least now you have some utility. You got the flow of bombardment, which is big. That's a really cool skill that got added. I think that's going to be really fun to play. You got the bullet from Awakening, which is also huge. I'm very happy about it. And Split Dusk, which were mechanics that a lot of people requested a long time ago and finally got added. Um, I think I think overall the way Awakening is right now, it's really going to be fun because they closed one of the biggest gaps that we had, that was Wheel of Fortune. Now I can see if the skill is really working as intended, which I hope it does. I'm not sure about it, to be honest. But let's see. But if it is working as intended, then you will have a very, very good kiting class. However, one thing that really disappointed me is that they didn't fix the systemic issues that severely affect this class. It does affect other classes as well, but it's very, very big in this class. One of them being FPS issues. If you are on the lower side of FPS, you are still going to have a lot of problems with Awakening, because the way, I don't know what happened, but the way the protections on this class were programmed, I think they are not very, there's not a very good linkage on the skills. So what happens is that you often fall on protections that you were not supposed to be falling, and it's frustrating. It's very frustrating. I wish this didn't happen. It does happen. It's unfortunate. It didn't got fixed. I think there are still going to be a lot of videos of we falling due to faulty protections, mostly caused either by desync or by game bugs or by problems with the codings. And I do want to see a solution for this in the end. On the other hand, it's going to be really fun. I think Awakening is going to be more forgiving with the mistakes you made. You are still going to struggle about the matchups you struggle, but overall, in terms of being fun, I think they nailed it. I think it's going to be alright. So, that's my opinion on it. I wanted to give you guys something more polished, but right now I'm so busy, so tired, and so burned out about this that this is the best I can give right now. So I will see you guys around. I will try to rest now because the end of the year is here. I'm going to take good holidays, enjoy my Christmas, and next year I'm going to come up with a few more guides, okay? Thank you for being here. So I'll see you guys next year. Bye bye.